All right, so I typically don't do a video if you've already seen the car in person, but only because there's some cosmetic issues that I want to point out to you. I just figured it'd be easier via the video. So I already did the whole walk around, got the still photos with emphasis on the body panel alignment, which I still have to do the analysis on. But let's go ahead and just move in and get some close-ups here. So first thing I noticed that on the front bumper, there's going to be some little light scratches there. So typically what I just refer to this as some wear and tear. It's a used vehicle. Let's see here. I mean, these little scratches here can actually, I'm not really picking it up with my nail. So those can probably be buffed out, right? A professional grade detailer can probably either remove those 100% or at least down to 90. So that's good news there. Here are these scuff marks as well. Probably can be detailed out. Lenses look like they're in good shape. Even this trim piece down here, I just kind of rubbed it a little bit over here. You can see if it can be cleaned up. So this car can look a lot nicer with the nice details. So I'm gonna keep on repeating that word. All right, so again, everything looks intact. I always hit the bumpers here, just a little fogging here. If it gets really bad at some point, and I'm talking probably years down the road, that can actually be polished and improved, right? So let's start off with the paint meter readings on the hood. I've already done the whole car already, so I already know what they are. But the hood looks like it's probably been repainted. They're high numbers: 6.5, 5, 7, 6, and 5. This meter here reads in the thousandths of an inch, so it didn't see any signs of body filler. So what I was looking for now is just signs of like tape lines, which I really didn't see. But when I look at the paint, it's got a nice finish to it. It's missing some of the factory orange peel, which is super hard to duplicate, right? But I don't think that's an issue. So the quality of workmanship, if in fact it was repainted, it looks pretty good. So I don't see any issues with the workmanship. What's important about getting paint meter readings, that's 3/1000 of an inch. For the longer you own the car, and let's say you get it detailed and they need to buff it, you need to know or tell them, hey, listen, if there's an odd number here, I'll say something. You need to let them know that, listen, if you're gonna buff it, kind of stay clear from this area, or be really careful, right? Because the paint's getting really thin and you run the risk of burning the paint. And if we get a reading of like 1 or 2/1000 of an inch, that's where you want to be careful with. So right now I think the lowest reading I've gotten was like 3.5, which still a thousandth of an inch, but that's still a lot of material. So no issues there. The glass looks like it's in good shape. I checked for any signs of chips, cracks. Car's too new to start seeing delamination, but I check anyways. I got the still photo. I need to cross-reference everything. Lines look good. Outside mirror in decent shape. Again, I still need to analyze all that. Let's get the door panel here. 3.54. I think I may have gotten those already. 4. So I'm not seeing any signs of impact damage. Just some scuffs, some little scuff marks, and again, some cosmetic blemishes. Even when I look at the left front tire, I checked the DOT number. It looks like it was manufactured in 2018. The 14th week of 2018. The Continental 225/45R 18s. I look at the rims, and this here is probably when they installed it. And just from installation, a lot of this stuff can get cleaned up. And I always like to get a shot of the rotor and of the brake pad as well. So what I do is I cross-reference that. One, I get an idea of the measurement, which it looks like there's plenty. But I check to see if both sides are wearing evenly. I also like to take a look here at the wheel well area. This is the area that tires do pick up objects, and this is a good place to check for any signs of impact damage. While I'm down here, I like to do a little side view of the vehicle. I'm checking for any dings, dents, waviness in the body. Waviness I'm not suspecting because the paint seems to be original. So nothing that really jumped out at me. Looking at the roof, 3.5, 4, I always like to look at the rear window here, check the defroster lines, make sure none of the lines have been damaged. Right? And another view on top. Always like to check these roofs because as you see on the news sometimes during protests, they like to jump on top of these things. Well, not Mercedes specifically, but just vehicles in general. So I always like to look to make sure there's this wasn't used as a platform for somebody. Okay, looking at the trunk, 4 thousandths of an inch. Here the rear window looks like it's in decent shape as well. I don't see any cosmetic issues there. Looking at the rear lenses, again, no signs of impact, no stress cracks. Here at the bumper edge here, typically this is where you're going to see some scratches and some cosmetic blemishes because this is the loading area of the trunk. So there are some there, and again, maybe some of that stuff can be rubbed out. A rule of thumb is if you can feel the scratch with your fingernail, then it's too deep. Right? This here, I'm sure that's a smudge, but it can be improved with the detail. And then side view here, let's check the gas filler area. Nice pigtail still there intact. I can't open that right now because I am running the engine. That'd probably trigger the light to come on. And this some more touch-up work there, like little scratch. Okay. 4, 3.5. I know on the video it sounds like I'm pounding the panels here with this tool, but it just sounds a lot worse than it actually is. A little ding right here. Right. That one that probably can't be removed because it's right on the swage line, and that's like a reinforced area, and panel manipulation is probably slim to none. Okay, but it's so small it's hard to tell. Wheel well area, rim, again just some smudging there. Get a shot of the brake pad there, and then the side view. All right, I've got to pay attention to what panels I do the readings on. Maybe I've done this twice on the back ones. Okay, again, solid reading. So you can see all the panels are between 3.5 to I think 5, but it was the hood, right, that we got the really high readings. So again, for whatever reason, they may have been painted, but again, the quality of workmanship looks like it's there. And then the right front wheel well. Kind of a little fast now because the videos get kind of lengthy. And then some more scratches here. Let's see if I can. Yeah, I think I talked about that already. Yeah, moving on. I've done the full chassis scan, so what I'll do is I just video this portion as well instead of taking a bunch of pictures. All right, so starting with 1, pass, no faults, good. 2, I'm not gonna read everything, just to move things along here. So 3, no issues. 4, no issues. 5, no issues. 6, no issues. 7, clear. 9, clear. 10, clear. 11, clear. 12, clear. 14, clear. 15, clear. 16, clear. 17, clear. 18, clear. 19, clear. 20, clear. 22, clear. 22, clear. Oh, 23, clear. 24, clear. 25, clear. 26. 27. I'm going to go back to 26, see what that is. I think you just can't read it. Clear. 28, clear. 29, clear. 30, clear. Power steering. 31, go back there. 32, clear. 33, clear. 34, clear. Okay, 34. Let's go back to some of these ones where I got an exclamation mark. So 31, electric power steering. Okay, let's just kind of keep on going. Now, I was control units, please wait. Read code. Dead error. Okay, so nothing on the car's end here. Okay, and just for the sake of being thorough, let's go to the other one. I think it's just gonna be a bogus fault again for the camera. I'll check the operation of that just to verify. Okay, I think it should be okay. Let's go. Hold on. Should have paused the video here, but I bet you I turn it off right now. And there you go. System best. Okay, good. Checked out Squeaky Clean. That's actually kind of nice to see. I've been to Mercedes-Benz dealerships, same year cars, 2015s, but these are the S-Class. Not that that matters, but I'd find a ton of faults, 5, 6, 7. So good for CarMax as far as really going through these cars and addressing, what needs to be looked at.